So this is my Megane 2, and if you check the previous video you would know why the motor is here and the car looks like this. It is because it knocked bearings. So I decided to do the whole motor, and previous video we got the motor out and stripped. So yeah, today we need to get it back together and torqued and whatever. Yeah, let's do it. Engine's back from engineering. The head's been skimmed, valve stem seals has been changed. Basically everything engineering needed to do, grinder crank, everything's done. So yeah, we need to get this back in today. The pistons, this motor needs to go back into the Reynolds hopefully today, if all goes well.
The tool I use to get the pistons in is called a ring squeezer. It basically tightens around the piston, squeezes the rings in so it can slip smoothly into the block without breaking the piston rings. Basically just tapping the sides of it so it can sit completely flush on the block, so there's no gap that the piston ring can go between the ring squeezer and the block. And then just a slight tap with the hammer and then it's in. That's basically on all 4 pistons you're doing that.
Lekker, one in. Yeah, boy. Okay, so here's all the gasket. Useless as of now. Already has been under torque, but brand new one. And here's my head. This is gonna go on there. This is the new head of the, well, not the new one, but the skimmed head. Okay, now we have to concentrate. The head gasket goes on, then the head, and then the head bolts, which is new head gasket, new head bolts. There's new rings on the pistons. Unfortunately I didn't video it, but yeah, there is new rings on it. The block has been honed. Yeah, let's do it.
So if you ever wondered what a head gasket does, that basically seals off the space between the head and the block, so there's no oil leakage or water leakage, which you have oil and water journals that goes straight from the block in through to the head to keep everything cool and properly lubricated. So that's basically what a head gasket does. So that's on, and then following that is all the new head bolts, and then which I'm putting in there. That's basically 10 of them, all brand new ones. I had to buy new ones since when I loosened the head I broke off one head bolt, and then engineering broke another one, so they had to drill out all the head bolts, and it's in any case better to put all brand new ones in and get it over and done with.
Okay, now the headbolts are in. It's not tightened yet. It's just pulled basically against. You see, it's still not completely tight. Just focus a bit more. Still not completely tight on all of them, but it's just against. So now we need to torque this. So as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the side, so it's 10 bolts. So there's a specific pattern on torquing head bolts. Obviously certain whatever you have to torque this one, it's 30 and then 30 newtons, again 30 newtons, and then it's 90 degrees and then again 90 degrees. But also you have a pattern of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a cross pattern like that until everything's done, which I will put up on the screen. Yeah, but once the head is torqued, we can put back the cams and the rockers and so on. Okay, so I flipped over the motor. We're gonna get the crank back in here. Well, first all these bearings here, the main bearings, and then the big end bearings as well. Yeah, I've had some people asking me why don't I just do the bearings on it, and this is the reason why. If you throw a rod bearing, this is what is going to happen in your motor through the oil journals. It's this. I don't know if you can see just in there. Check all the metal filings just in there. Even this side, and it goes underneath these bearings, just in there. So that is why you do the whole motor and get it over and done with, because you have bits of steel going into your oil pump and all your oil journals and into your other bearings, which is gonna end up causing like a proper catastrophic engine failure. Yeah, that's why I'm doing everything, and then if it's done, I know it's perfect. Lekker.
Okay, so before putting bearings in, always make sure to put some kind of lubricant. You actually should put assembly lube on it, but I didn't have, so I put some thick oil in, which basically works just as well as just to lubricate the motor for the first turn, so it turns quite easily. Even if you do the timing with the motor out and you want to turn the motor and just make sure everything's sorted, then it will turn easily. Assembly loops obviously the better choice, but that works just as well. Getting oil on all the bearings, and then before you're putting on the crank, same with after putting in the crank, make sure everything's lubed up. After the main bearings are done, then it's just the big end on the rod bearings, the big end bearings, and then Bob's your uncle.
Okay, well, the bearings are in. Well, just the bottom part of it. The top part I need to put on the bearing caps, main and big ends obviously. Yeah, as you can see here, as you can check here, new bearings all the way through. There is some high velocity oil on it, which means if I turn it by hand, it should turn pretty easily. That's just for the first start, just to make it so it can turn proper easy. I think then we're gonna put the crank in quickly, and then we'll check if we can turn it by hand, and then we go from there. Newly reconditioned crank. Okay, it is in. Okay, well now I'm gonna have to get the caps ready, put the bearings on the caps so I can put all the caps back on, and then we can tighten it, and then yeah, we need to get to torquing it and then see if it's gonna turn properly. Fingers crossed. I hope I'm doing this well. Right, this is the first time ever that I'm doing it on this car. I've done some motors before, but nothing as precise as a turbo motor, never before, so this is my first time. So let's just hope for the best.
So after the crank's in, it's just all the bearing caps, obviously the crank caps for the big end bearings, and then after that it's going to be the caps for the main bearings, which most of them have dowels. It's not broken caps, so it's dowels, so they can only go in one way around.
Okay, lekker. So the motor is torqued. Yeah, put the rings in, bearings in, everything is torqued up now, up to spec. Now we need to start basically assembling the rest of it. Yeah, lekker. Okay, lekker. First up is the crank cover, well, the bearing cover. Then it's going to be the oil pump. Yeah, let's put that on and we'll go from there. Then the chain that goes onto the crank and that runs the oil pump.
And then last thing, basically on the bottom end, it's just a sump which got a hell of a lot of bolts. There's a new gasket there as well. Just getting all the bolts in and tightened, and then it's all done. Well, for the bottom end at least.
Okay, next up, the lifters is in. Here, all of the lifters, valves. There's brand new valve stem seals in as well. This is next. It's all rockers. This is called a rocker. So this goes on top of the lifter like that, and then presses, when the cam comes past, presses on here and then presses the valve down. So yeah, let's get all those in and then we go from there. Lekker!
So then it's just basically only the rockers, which I did explain. If the cam loop comes past, then it presses on the rocker, which presses the valve down, which opens the valve. And obviously when your timing is incorrectly, then it opens obviously exhaust valves at a certain time and intake valves at a certain time to get air in and the exhaust gases out. Then basically it's just the two cams, the exhaust cam, and making sure the new seals is properly installed so it won't leak oil out at all. Being careful because cams can break very, very easily. Then it's basically on with the cam cover, which also did need some torque after I tightened it, which I did torque. It is a little bit dirty, but I'm planning on cleaning it with like a steam cleaner at the end of everything after the motor is in and so on, so then it looks nice and fresh and new. After that, the last thing for this video is basically just trying to get the timing in properly, which I did mark beforehand. You do get a timing tool for it, but I think I didn't need it. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all liked it. Please do like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Lekker.